Penguin Classics, The Letters of Vincent van Gogh, include a selection of letters spanning the artist's whole life and artistic career. The correspondence between Van Gogh and his brother bring new light to the life and works of the complex artist. The letters contradict the popular image of Van Gogh as an antisocial madman and a martyr to art, showing instead that he was capable of great emotional and spiritual depths. Above all, they stand as an intense personal narrative of artistic development and a unique account of the process of creation. Vincent van Gogh was a Dutch post-impressionist painter whose work had far-reaching influence on 20th century art. His paintings include portraits, self-portraits, landscapes, still lifes, wheat fields, and sunflowers. He always painted things from life because he wanted to express his feelings and emotions through the things he saw, his use of color, and painting technique. His painting morphed from the influence of Serautstock to using more brushwork within his own style. Van Gogh was largely ignored by critics until after his early death in 1890. The only substantial exhibitions held during his lifetime were showcases in Paris and Brussels. During his lifetime, Van Gogh only sold one painting, The Red Vineyards. The widespread and popular realization of the artist's significance in history of modern art did not occur until mid-1910s, well after his death. Vincent van Gogh was born to upper middle-class parents and spent his early adulthood working for a firm of art dealers before traveling to London, Paris, and England. Although he drew as a child, he did not paint until his late 20s, which is a very late start for artists of the time. Most of his best-known works were completed during the last 2 years of his life. He was deeply religious as a younger man and aspired to be a pastor like his father. In 1879, Vincent worked as a missionary in a mining region of Belgium where he sketched people from the local community. After years of anxiety and frequent bouts of mental illness, he died at age 37 from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. The extent to which his mental health affected his paintings has been widely debated. Despite a widespread tendency to romanticize his ill health, art historians see an artist deeply frustrated by the inactivity and incoherence wrought through illness. His late paintings show an artist at the height of his ability, completely in control, and according to art critic Robert Hughes, longing for concision and grace. After reading the letters of Vincent van Gogh and seeing the accompanying paintings and sketches, readers can come to their own conclusion to the artist's state of mind over all the years he used his paintbrush to express himself. The letters within this Penguin Classic were written by Van Gogh throughout his lifetime. The collection of letters was put together by editor Ronald de Leeuw, director of the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam since 1986. He trained as an art historian at the universities of Los Angeles, California, and of Leiden, the Netherlands. As a specialist in 19th century painting, he has been responsible for numerous exhibitions in the Netherlands and abroad, including the 1990 Vincent van Gogh Centennial Retrospective in Amsterdam. Since 1990, Ronald de Leeuw has also directed the Museum of Mestad in The Hague, known for its fine Barbizon and Hague School holdings. In 1994, he was appointed Professor Extraordinary in the History of Collecting at the Free University of Amsterdam. The letters of Van Gogh were translated by Arnold Pomerans. Pomerans was born in 1920 and was educated in South Africa. He immigrated to England in 1948 and from 1948 to 1955 taught physics in London. In 1955, he became a full-time translator and has had just under 200 major works issued by leading British and U.S. publishers. Among the authors translated by him are Anne Frank, Sigmund Freud, Jean Piaget, and Jules Romain. An excerpt from Vincent van Gogh's letters. What has changed is that my life was less difficult then and my future less dark. But as far as my inner self, As far as my way of seeing and thinking are concerned, they haven't changed. But if in fact there were a change, it's that now I think and I believe I love more seriously what then. Too, I already thought. I believed and I loved. If you now can forgive a man for going more deeply into his paintings, admit also that the love of books is as holy as that of Rembrandt, and I even think that the two complement each other.